and I've been talking on a mute the whole time, so we're going to reread this. Hi, everybody. We are playing with this normal team. I'll reread Igglybuff in a sec, but our team is going to be Wigglytuff, Granbull, Furret, Girafarig, and Eevee. So Snubbull, which will evolve at level 23. Snubbull is a pink bipedal bulldog-like Pokemon with blue polka dots covering its body. It has loose skin that drapes to cover the lower part of its body, giving it the appearance of a dress. There is a small blue ruff around its neck, and it has a pronounced underbite, but it still has powerful jaws. Additionally, it has two ear flats that are flat, curved, and tipped with a black and small shiny black nose. Its feet are beige with 3 toes and a circular pink paw pad, while its arms are short and stubby. Snubbull, as seen in Pokemon the Series episode Once in a Blue Moon, possesses the ability to use their keen sense of smell to track things down. Snubbull tends to sleep half the day. Snubbull has a cowardly and timid nature despite its fierce-looking appearance. It is also very playful and affectionate, making it a popular companion among women. According to the Complete Pocket Monster Guide, Snubbull is very devoted and loyal. It is not aggressive and tends to prefer to scare away its opponents rather than fight. Snubbull is capable of bonding easily and are often spoiled. However, it is said to be saddened that others run away from its frightening appearance. The growls it makes gives an uneasy feeling to foes. On occasion, Snubbull gets bullied by other puppy Pokemon, and it often wanders around urban areas. Our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Snubbull, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, all say by baring its fangs and making a scary face, Snubbull sends smaller Pokemon scurrying away in terror. However, this Pokemon seems to be a little sad at making its foes flee. Fire Red says it has an active, playful nature. Many women like to frolic with it because of its affectionate ways. And Leaf Green says, although it looks frightening, it is actually a kind and affectionate Pokemon. It is very popular among women. So let's go back and read about Igglybuff since I was muted. So Igglybuff, by the way, at level 5, Cute Charm is its ability, no Seeing Charm and Defense Curl. Snubbull has Intimidate, Nose, Tackle, Scary Face, and Tail Whip. Igglybuff is a fast leveling rate Pokemon. It'll evolve into Jigglypuff at high friendship. Igglybuff is a small bipedal balloon-like Pokemon that is completely pink. Its body can turn deep pink when temperature increases or when it sinks continuously. It has a rounded tuft of hair on top of its head, a small swirl-like pattern on its forehead, and red eyes. Igglybuff has small stubby limbs and is usually seen levitating in the air rather than walking. This Pokemon likes to bounce like a ball to move around as its body is extremely soft and elastic, although it may not be able to stop if it does this. As Igglybuff moves, it secretes a sweat with a sweet fragrance which calms the emotions of its foes. Although it has singing abilities, Igglybuff is not able to sing for long periods due to its underdeveloped vocal cords. It often gets a sore throat from singing too frequently. When Igglybuff gets praise, its singing slowly becomes better and better. Igglybuff tend to live in grasslands close to freshwater streams. It uses water from these streams to gargle in its sore throat. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Igglybuff is known to bounce around while sleeping. On rare occasions, Igglybuff practices its singing as it dreams. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Igglybuff. Ruby says Igglybuff's vocal cords are not sufficiently developed. It would hurt its throat if it were to sing too much. This Pokemon gargles with fresh water from a clean stream. Sapphire says Igglybuff has a soft and plushy body that feels very much like a marshmallow. From this body wafts a gently sweet fragrance that soothes and calms the emotions of its foes. Emerald says its soft and pliable body is very bouncy. When it sings continuously with all its might, its body steadily turns a deep pink color. Fire Red says an extremely flexible and elastic body makes it bounce continuously, anytime, anywhere. And Leaf Green says it has a very soft body. If it starts to roll, it will bounce all over and be impossible to stop. Alright, next we have Sentret, which has Keen Eye for its ability. Currently no Scratch and Defense Curl. Sentret will evolve at level 15. It is a medium fast leveling rate Pokemon. Sentret is a small mammalian Pokemon covered in brown fur. It has long dark brown ears with dark pink interiors, beady black eyes, and a small mouth. While it is capable of standing on its hind legs, it typically moves on all fours. It has a round body with wide arms and 2 small feet. On its belly is a white ring, and there are dark brown stripes around its tail. Sentret has a cautious, timid nature and can often be standing on its tail to scout its surroundings. It will only sleep if there's another Sentret keeping watch and will be too frightened to sleep if separated from its pack. When it senses danger, it warns others by screeching and thumping its tail on the ground. Sentret can be most commonly found in temperate grasslands. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Sentret, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say when Sentret sleeps, it does so while another stands guard. The sentry wakes the others at the first sign of danger. When this Pokemon becomes separated from its pack, it becomes incapable of sleep due to fear. Fire Red says it stands on its tail so it can see a long way. If it spots an enemy, it cries loudly to warn its kind. And Leaf Green says a very cautious Pokemon. It raises itself up using its tail to get a better view of its surroundings. Next we have Girafarig, who has Early Bird for its ability, so it awakens quickly from sleep. Good stats, knows Tackle and Growl right now. A medium fast leveling rate Pokemon. Girafarig is a cloven-hooved quadrupedal giraffe-fine Pokemon with a long neck. There is a white blaze on its muzzle, which ends in a round pink nose. It has 2 ossicones with bulbous tips on top of its head. Its front half is yellow with brown spots, while its back half is brown with yellow spots. The brown section on a female Girafarig is smaller than that on a male. There are many triangular pink spikes on its back, and Girafarig lives in savannas and grasslands where it feeds on plant life. Girafarig's tail possesses a head of its own. The tail's head has yellow eyes, a mouthful of sharp teeth, and a small brain. However, this head is incapable of independent thinking and relies on outside stimuli such as smell to guide its actions. If the tail smells something alluring, it will bite. The tail often mimics the head during feeding and is able to warn the Pokemon of danger if sleeping. The tail head can also unleash psychic powers. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Girafarig. Ruby says Girafarig's rear head also has a brain, but it is small. The rear head attacks in response to smells and sounds. Approaching this Pokemon from behind can cause the rear head to suddenly lash out and bite. Sapphire says Girafarig's rear head contains a tiny brain that is too small for thinking. However, the rear head doesn't need to sleep, so it can keep watch over its surroundings 24 hours a day. Emerald says a Girafarig is an herbivore. It eats grass and tree shoots. While it is eating, its tail makes chewing and swallowing motions as if it were also eating. And Fire Red says its tail, which also contains a small brain, may bite on its own if it notices an alluring smell. And Leaf Green says the tail has a small brain of its own. Beware if you get too close, it may react to your scent and bite. And then last but not least, we have Eevee, who has Runaway for its ability. Tackle, Tail Whip, and Helping Hand at level 5. A medium fast leveling rate Pokemon. Eevee is a small mammalian quadrupedal Pokemon with primarily brown fur. The tip of its bushy tail and its large furry collar are cream colored. It has short, slender legs with 3 small toes and a pink paw pad on each foot. Eevee has brown eyes, long pointed ears with dark brown interiors, and a small black nose. Eevee is rarely found in the wild and is mostly found in cities and towns. It is said to have an irregularly shaped genetic structure that is easily influenced by its environment. This allows it to adapt to a variety of habitats by evolving. Eevee can potentially evolve into 8 different evolutions. Eevee can also start to adopt the face of its trainer that owns it. Eevee's genes are believed to have the key to solving the mysteries of Pokemon evolution. As mentioned in Pokemon Sleep, Eevee is believed to dream about which form it will evolve into. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Eevee, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say Eevee has an unstable genetic makeup that suddenly mutates due to the environment in which it lives. Radiation from various stones causes Pokemon to evolve. Fire Red says an extremely rare Pokemon that may evolve into a number of different ways depending on stimuli, and Leaf Green says its genetic code is irregular and may mutate if exposed to radiation from these elemental stones. So how about that beatdown of Steven by Aerodactyl? That was pretty good, wasn't it, Crescendabon? I was wondering if that was you lurking. We had to take two goes at it though, because you know it went down to his Skarmory initially. Oh, get out of here, Zigzagoon. You were looking as you were getting the kids ready for school. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, we got the next team up and ready. Get this second episode in for the day. Ancient Power Boost helped with the rest of the team. Yeah, it was nice that we finally got some. I'll say it. So I don't think Igglybuff... It takes Igglybuff to level 9 to learn a damaging attack. It's a nice Gen 1, Gen 2 team. It is a nice Gen 1, Gen 2 team. I can already tell you who I think the MVP is going to be on this team. Get out of here. Eevee is the MVP. You are correct. We're looking for Wurmples and Ralts for Igglybuff. If these Poochyenas and Zigzagoons would let us run away. You think it'll be Girafarig? I would have to disagree. I do not think it will be Girafarig. I think Girafarig will be our number 2. I believe it will be Granbull. I think Granbull will be our number 1 on the team. Back off, Zigzagoon. You were thinking that is a close number 2? But Girafarig and Granbull will both have a sweeper attack, a setup attack, so that'll be nice. All the Ralts. You want to hear movesets that I got picked out, though, for the team? Do ya? So, for Wigglytuff, we have Body Slam, Ice Beam, Thunder, and Flamethrower, making it a second special attacker for the team. We're going to keep leveling Igglybuff. Yeah. No. Yeah. We're going to keep leveling Igglybuff up until it gets to level 9. Eevee will have Toxic, Attract, Protect, and Shadow Ball. Furret will have Defense Curl, Rollout, Brick Break, and Secret Power. Girafarig will have Calm Mind, Psychic, Thunderbolt, and Stomp. And Granbull will have Bulk Up, Return, Earthquake, and Hidden Power Ghost. Back off. Yeah, I think it's got a lot of coverage that I really wasn't expecting with the team, but pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the hope. As long as we can get Igglybuff up. These Pokemon are being really mean for being such a low level. Not letting us run away. Just trying to get Igglybuff up high enough that it can do stuff. Oh wait, what am I running away from Wurples for? I want Wurples. The dum dum dum. Alright, we'll work on it later. Let's get Eevee up and finish it out. You pick Girafarig over Granbull as the MVP because it's much faster than Granbull, so it'll outspeed the opponents to knock him out first. And, well, that makes sense. And I think, yeah, like this, it definitely is the faster of the two. And it's got really good special attack. I just think Granbull will be able to knock things out in a single hit better. I know it won't go first, but I think it'll still just chop things better than Girafarig will, in my opinion. Alright, Ralts and Zigzagoons. Where's all those Zigzagoons? Eventually. Gosh, all the low tabs. I'll wait. I can be patient. Can't keep up. I'm sorry, Sarcastic Goddess. We do this for the grass trading because it's just repeats of the same fights. So we slow down during the trainer fights, but this part's not exciting because it's just a lot of the same. So that's why I speed through this. But we will slow down in just a sec, Sarcastic Goddess. But welcome to the channel. We're looking for Poochyenas. The last two we have to get up to level 7 should go a lot faster here. You got it. Welcome to the channel. We have 10 playthroughs left. We are not hunting shinies. No, we're leveling up to level 7. And I'm being picky about the EVs that I get. I have an Eevee, yes. Like, not like Eevee the Pokemon, effort values. I'm being picky about the effort values that I get. Oh, it's gonna stay an Eevee. So it's just gonna be a normal type the whole time. Everybody's gonna be normal type. Tis an all normal team. Eevee will not evolve. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. We have 11 playthroughs left after this playthrough. Yeah, we use all the Pokemon for all the types. We have them sorted out by type, and once we use them for a team, we eliminate it from the list. And so we have 11 playthroughs left on Emerald to have finished all the Pokemon, and then we're gonna start again on Fire Red and Leaf Green. Yeah, so yeah, Krishinabot put a list there. That is a link to a Google Doc that's got all the teams that we've done and who's still available in the pool for the types that we have available. Thank you, Krishinabot. Hopping in with all the additional links and such. Get it, Snubbull! So we stream Pokemon every day of the week. Sometimes we do 2 episodes, sometimes we do 1. It's all in the morning like this. Well, morning for me. So. Good deal. It's been a long journey since Gen 1. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. And we still have a long way to go. I mean, we'll never get it done in my lifetime, but we'll keep playing. The only way we would catch up and get it done is if I quit my job and became a full-time streamer. But I don't make enough money streaming to do that because I do this as a hobby. And then we would have so much Pokemon. There's been some great teams, some decent teams, and some other he would rather forget. I am a hard-working streamer. Look at me go. Streaming and working hard. Got him. Alright, that gets the team up to level 7. Let's go beat up on some trainers. You're grinding in the game more than you grind in life. Gotcha. Let's start off with Yolde Sentret. Ye Olde Sentret. Oh, we got quick attack now. So good. Bam! Good critical. Very nice. Beat up those kids and take their money. Your wish is my command, Krishinabot. Alright, let's swap up Eevee. Which type was the hardest? Each type has its good teams and its bad teams. What did we struggle with the most in this one? I feel like we struggle with fire. Okay, and Hoenn, any team with Onix, any team that's weak to water, I feel like we struggled with if they didn't have a way to, like, you know, get around that per se. I'd have to look at the teams. You know, like, we really struggled with that Arcanine, Camelrupt, Flareon, Magmar team because it just could not take a water hit like the other ones for some reason. We haven't finished out flying yet. I haven't done enough on water to tell you like if it's good or bad. Bug was always a pain. There were some bug teams that were meh, but bug in general was pretty tough, especially that first team that we had for bug. And normal, there's some okay normal Pokemon. The Azurill, Castform, Farfetch, Kecleon, Lanoon team was horrible. Yeah, ground is fast. Rock is slow. Electric was okay, except for the few ground types that we had to fight. Everything in this game spams Earthquake. Everything in the end of this game knows Earthquake, which is a pain in the butt for electric types. Fighting type was really good. Rock, we had. I feel like the first rock team was probably the hardest, but we had Regirock on it, which kind of gave us a little bit of an edge. And then everything else had a water rock type to deal with the water types that we fought. Psychic was OP. Ice was not bad, except for Delibird. Dragon was OP. Dark was not bad. And Steel was pretty good. So, yeah. We've only done 2 playthroughs on Water type. We still have 7 more of those to do. It's gonna just be like a whole string of water at the end. We have 2 flying, 2 normal, 7 water. And then we're done. Teams that are weak to water or earthquake usually struggle the most. Truth in this game, Crescendamon. That is the truth. Everything at the end of this game knows Earthquake. Everything. I don't know why. It's like, oh, this Pokemon can learn Earthquake? Slap it on there. I don't know where they're handing out all these Earthquake TMs. Buff. We need to still get Igglybuff up to level 9 so we can learn a damaging attack. Let's do a couple tail whips. See if we can take it down with a tackle. Good deal. Yay, level 8. Pretty knowledgeable Pokemon. It's because he's been sitting here since what, 2018 with me playing Pokemon, and all we do is talk Pokemon and trash on Pokemon. I think you knew a bit coming in, but we've learned a lot together. Gen 1 and Gen 2's worst teams were rock since they were mainly dual rock ground, so they were ×4 weak to water. They were really slow. Yeah, absolutely. We had that one team that we could not get past Chuck unless we had to overlevel to get past Chuck. Gotta love the Gen 1 Onyx Rock team. That was so bad. We could not get past Misty for the life of us. And the bigger problem with Gen 1 was so many Pokemon did not learn attacks until way high level, because the game was like, oh, you don't catch it till high level, so there's no reason for it to learn earlier attacks. And the lack of moves in Gen 1, you're right. Get it, Girafarig. some Pokemon still have horrible move pools and can't learn any attacks. C-Dot. It was all about just having attacking moves. Quick attack. Oh, it's biding its time. Swap the Snubbull. My face is so scary. We really just didn't want it to hit us with the bide. Alright, tackle. Oh, it's doing it again. I think we can take it down before it hits us, though. Assuming we hit both tackles. I guess tackle is not a fully accurate attack. Gotta love having Zapdos only knowing Thunder Shock and Drill Peck for the entire beginning of the game. At least Drill Peck is a good move. Yeah, go ahead and lurk, Goddess. Oh, I think we're going to have a first episode evolution if I grind it out on screen here, though. Because I think Sentret evolves at level 15, which is what we face Roxanne at. We either get it up to 15 this episode, or I get it up to, like, right before 15. And we evolve at the very beginning of the next episode. Nice. Good job, Girafarig. Oh my. Swap up the buff. Sentret, aka Gen 2's Rattata. Yeah. Has a lot more bulk than Raticate does. Swap. Purple. Go back to Igglybuff. We'll almost have the team fully evolved by the time we fight Chuck. The only thing we won't have is Wigglytuff. And we get that at level 34 whenever Jigglypuff learns Body Slam. Oh, I missed. Oh, why am I saying Chuck? This ain't Gen 2. Watson. We almost have the team evolved by the time we fight Watson. And then we get the only thing we're missing is yeah, thank you. Whatever. They're both chalky boys. Sounds good to me. You know that Watson would wipe the floor with Chuck. That main Netric would just eat his team. Oh, I meant to switch. No, I didn't. Swap. Swap back. Excellent. the best damage, but quick attack. He can't sand attack Sentret. His Sentret has Keen Eye, so we don't get accuracy drops. He's really howling a lot, though. Still fine. Still fine. Is that a shiny Sentret? It's not. Its color palette's just weird. There's a few of them where the shading or the type of like brown or whatever they use is just a little off from what the Pokemon actually looks like. Ooh, I want that. It does look a little different from what it does in Gen 2. Like I said, there's been a couple Pokemon that have popped up, and I'm like, is that right? Don't know if I agree with that. Snubbull gets this other Nincada. Bam. Intimidate is so good. Oh, that was a big quick level there. What's my favorite ability in this gen? Ooh. It put me on the spot. Man, I don't know. Speed Boost? Speed Boost is pretty good in this gen. Even though the Pokemon that know it are not good, it's still just a solid ability. Otherwise, any of the ones that put a status on contact, whether it's Cute Charm, Static, Poison Point, Flame Body, all of those are pretty good. You like Levitate? Levitate's pretty good too. Not a Pokemon that I want you to take on. Oh, I already picked that up. Can anybody on this team even learn Bullet Seed? I don't think so. That is a negatory. Fight me. Oh, hey, Krishinamon. I did research, though, and found the Jasons in the games that we played thus far. So there is a Jason in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. He is next to Diglett's Cave in Vermilion City, in that little grassy area in between Diglett's Cave and the Snorlax. Just a second. And he has a Sandslash and a Crobat. And then there is a Jason in this game that is a tuber. We do not fight him because he's in the Battle Frontier section, and he has a pool of Pokemon that he can pull from, and they're all water Pokemon, and they are all bad water Pokemon. Like, unevolved water Pokemon. And then the Quarry in Gold, Silver, and Crystal is a burglar on the SS whatever fast ship that takes place in the SSN. And he's got 3 Coughings and a Magmar. And then in this game, the Quarry, which is spelled a little wrong, but he's the sailor right next to the abandoned ship, and he has got the Wingull Machop Tentacool. Oh, well, that's okay. We finished the fight before it got the effect spore. Do Sentret Snubbull for this double battle. But I also have some later ones, but we'll cover them when we get to them. Oh, no, you can't hurt us. Let's just beat up on this C-Dot. Because Lotad can't... Oh, I tackled my own guy. What am I doing? Sentret, I'm so sorry. There we go. Down. So Goddess, I know you're lurking back there. I just want to say, so we do hour-long episodes whenever we have an hour of content to do. We do them Monday through Friday. Schedule's posted on the channel, so you can check out when we're going to be online, or you know, pop those notifications. You can see when I come online and everything. Otherwise, you can always catch stuff afterwards. Check the VOD on Twitch or on YouTube. We are going to end this episode here. For this morning, I will grass train up to 15 off screen. We'll stop Sentret just short of 15. But then we will be back tomorrow with more Pokemon. We do hope you all enjoyed the episodes this morning. And we will see you next time. Have a great day, Christian Amon.